Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crysalyst Life. I am Katrina White.
And I am Susan Lynne. Welcome.
Susan, today's topic, wow. I'm really excited to talk about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was Katrina's suggestion and I like it.
We think alike anyway, so
Yeah.
I think we were reading each other's mind.
Yeah, we
or
always,
our inner child.
Kind of, yes. We kind of 100% of the time say yes to each other's ideas.
Well, we do anyway.
Because they're all great.
Well, they are, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. What was our topic today?
What would you say, as a grown-up,
Yeah.
to your younger self?
Okay.
To you as a small child?
Okay. So I'm picturing if I'm me right now, this kind person with a lot of experience in life, what I say to myself as a child, if I could magically,
Yes.
okay, in the magic of the space-time continuum, which we have at our disposal right
She's
now.
in you anyway.
Yeah, we've got these memories
Inner
here.
child
anyway.
is there.
What do I say to myself as a child? So
What does she need to know?
I would say, love yourself, and that would be confusing to the little child. So I would say you are loved. You are special. I would say you are safe. Comes up a lot in my inner world, doesn't it?
It's okay.
And that's okay. You are safe, and just the way you are. And you don't have to be taking care of everybody else. It's plenty to just take care of yourself. Something along those lines.
That's
Something along those lines.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful. And
And just go outside and play. Go out and play.
Oh, go have fun.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Don't take it all so seriously.
Yeah. Although I did have fun, but just, you're
Yeah.
a kid. Be a kid. So, what about you? What would you say now, knowing what you know now, if you had the opportunity in the magic of time to meet little Katrina as a child, what would you like to say to the young you?
I have said, and I've actually written to her. Yeah. It's a really cool thing to do, by the way.
Write to yourself.
Write
as a
to yourself.
You. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You are worthy of unconditional love.
Yeah.
Because that's all I craved.
Yeah.
And because I was always looking for validation and searching for someone who would love me, that I was loved and I am loved.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be who you are. You are worthy. And you are... Everything that you are is perfect, whole, and complete. It's... You don't have to become somebody else.
To be loved.
Right. Yeah.
So...
That would be the biggest message. And to not... I think the second one, which I've written about, is don't be afraid. You're okay. Because we often live from a place of fear rather than love. You know, scarcity rather than abundance.
Yeah.
And it does work out. Believe that it will work out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that Christmas movie, oh my goodness, I'm going to... Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah.
And the little girl near the end of the movie is going,
Yeah.
I believe, because Santa Claus said,
Yeah, little Natalie Wood.
That's right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that I would tell my little girl, little me, believe.
Okay.
It's okay to believe. It's okay to dream.
And
because
keep that.
dreams do come true.
Yeah.
And because everything kept getting squashed, I just said, well, dreams don't come true.
And you set them aside.
Or stop dreaming of what could be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that would be, that I have said and I continue to say, because she knocks on my door, she kicks my shins, she throws tantrums every so often to go, hello,
that inner child, that however you define that, it's like a cluster of memories that we're all the ages that we've ever been. Exactly. It's all housed in here somewhere.
That's
and
right.
there could be certain pivotal ages where pivotal things happened in your life. It could be 3, 5, 8, 12, 15, where that cluster of memories still really has an inner life. It's part of your inner life. And you can address those parts of yourself.
That's right.
And so how is this relevant for our viewing audience today? So how do you bring this into your day-to-day life if you could?
Well, we've done a show on journaling.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I'll do when I feel that I need some kind of connection, or I'm just feeling out of sorts or something, and I don't really understand this inner child, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I do, but let's say before I didn't.
Yeah.
And let's say you're not quite believing this or not, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Is journal your thoughts about when you were a child. And what you might have been afraid of. What you liked, what gave you joy, but mostly about what you were afraid of or didn't like.
Yeah.
And see if that's still resonating with you.
Right.
Because the emotion that will stir up from doing that is telling you that the little child within has no resolution around this.
Right.
Because as a small child, you have no reasoning mind. Yeah. Right?
So you can't put it into place, you can't make sense of it, you can't, it's like what they say, you just kind of swallowed it whole and you haven't digested it.
That's
and
right.
Cut out the parts that don't make sense to you, keep the parts that you like, you haven't digested it or integrated it. So it's a way to give that expression. Then have a look, which parts of it do you want to keep?
Yeah.
And
it's a really powerful thing. I mean, Oprah on her Super Soul Sunday show, she asks, I think almost every guest she has on, what would you tell your younger self?
Yeah.
And a lot of people have to really think about that.
For sure.
Right?
We don't usually think that way.
No, and I think it's a brilliant question to ask yourself.
Yeah.
Because there are unresolved things.
That's it.
Everybody has unresolved stuff.
That's
it's
it.
Probably buried somewhere really deep, dark in the basement of your soul.
Yeah.
But we have some stuff. It doesn't have to be traumatic, but there's stuff.
Yeah.
And that stuff that's stuck within you, that the little you is kind of not too happy with, can prevent you from living the life that you really want.
Right.
It can actually have self-sabotaging ways that you're not even consciously aware of.
Right, because
got to release that. Get it out.
This has been set aside. We just do it. You're busy.
Yeah.
You're getting an education. You're putting a roof over your head. You're working. Then you might have children in your life, and of course you want to devote your time to them. And your whole conscious mind is so busy navigating the world, and this just keeps getting set aside, and it's going to pop up when you least expect it, such as, I could not give that presentation. I know I keep mentioning presentations, but I do give a lot of presentations, and I coach people at presentations.
And you just did today.
And I just did today. So what this can do, it can derail you, and you think, or you want to go for that new job, and you stop yourself, or you're wanting to make some change in your life, and you're stuck. It can be that stuck feeling, that frozen feeling, that numb feeling. Those are indicators that there's something there that is derailing you. And instead of us constantly just shoving it aside and say, just do it, because that, after a while, it just doesn't work, then it's a matter of giving this part of yourself, maybe it's just an emotion that wants to get expressed, give it some expression, and that part of your psyche gets satisfied, and then it gets softer instead of getting shoved aside, so I'm just going to kind of come out sideways here when and derail you when you least expect it. It's like you get to recognize this and you go, oh, maybe I just need to sit down and do some journaling, or maybe I need to do something playful that my younger self would have wanted to do just to satisfy that part of myself, because doesn't everybody just want to go out and play?
Absolutely.
So can I do that? Can I maybe do a puzzle? Like, do you have a puzzle at home that you like? Some people like to read children's books.
I love that.
Or coloring, and the neat thing is that adult coloring is coming in. I've always been coloring, but I've been
huge
doing it in children's books myself.
Yes.
So this is an inner child kind of discussion that we're having here, and that just the starting point is, and a nice question is, what would you today say to your child's self?
Yeah.
And then from that, see where it goes, because
That's
it's
right.
not just that question in itself. Think of it as a starting point, a touch point for you to then start exploring. Oh well, then if I'm telling myself to go out and play more, do I want to play now?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think for everyone, while there may be variations on what you want to say to the little you, at the end of the day, we just all want to be loved
Yes.
for who we are.
Yes.
Mark Darcy in Bridget Jones' Diary, when
Oh.
he said, I love you just the way you are.
Mr. Darcy. Colin Firth.
That's right. Oh, don't get me started. Love him. But anyway, it really does boil down to that.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what we're telling you, or
Wishing for you.
wishing for you, hoping that you will do this, because
Yeah.
we highly recommend it,
Yeah.
is that you will sit for 2 minutes even, one day, hopefully soon, and just say to yourself, what would I tell the younger me? What does he or she need to know?
Yeah.
I think on that,
I think that's a wrap.
that's
Katrina.
a wrap.
And sing.
Beautiful.
Sing.
Beautiful. I love that. Thank you so much for joining us for Crysalyst Life as our pillows go flying. And we look forward to seeing you next time.
We love you.
You.